Hey, what's up guys, it's Brightman from WePC.com. This is a video review for the N53J. It comes with a driver disc, a user manual, a cable tie, a standard power adapter, and of course, the N53J. The design is really interesting. It has this brushed aluminum lid. It's pretty fingerprint resistant. The edge has this really distinctive curve to it, and when you open it up, it looks really sophisticated. It has metal accents and this really sweet looking speaker bar. Some of the things I don't like are this toy-like plasticky button and also this really glossy display bezel. So here's all the ports on the right side of the case. There's the headphone jack, the mic jack, two USB 2.0 ports, a DVD drive, or an optional Blu-ray player depending on which laptop version you have, and a wireless on-off switch. On the left side of the case there's a space for a TV antenna hookup if you selected that option. There's a HDMI port for hooking up to a big screen TV. There's a LAN port for hooking up to a wired network. There's a multi-card reader port for hooking up to your camera's SD cards and stuff like that. There's a eSATA USB 2.0 combo port for hooking up to an external hard drive. And then there's a USB 3.0 port, and you can tell because it's blue, and that's the newest technology of USB. On the back of the case there's a VGA port for hooking up to an external monitor and a laptop lock hookup, and of course your standard power port. There are a lot of indicator lights on the front of the laptop, and a lot of people wonder what they all do. This one's Wi-Fi status, this one's hard drive activity, this one's battery status, this one shows you the laptop's in sleep mode, it'll blink once in sleep mode. This one's obviously the power button. This one shows you either on integrated graphics or dedicated graphics. You can easily change this in the settings. This one is the caps lock light. This one is the num lock light. And over here is the quick boot button, or also a power profile changer when you're in Windows already. Up top is the webcam and microphone. Here's the webcam for the N53J. It has an okay picture quality, it's somewhat fluid. It has a convenient privacy cover. That's about it. On the back side there are these two small vents. It's slightly tapered over here. It's pretty smooth overall. There's no screw holes or anything. This battery hookup's kind of weird. You gotta slide one switch over then the other switch, and it lets you get the battery out. The keyboard is nicely coated. There's a slight amount of flex to the keyboard, but it's only minor. It does have a number pad, which is nice. Some of the keys, like the arrow keys and the number keys, are slightly smaller than usual. It does have some basic media keys, and overall it's an alright typing experience. The touchpad area is big and well defined. It's nice and smooth, but the rocker style button is plasticky and it feels slightly stiff. The touchpad is multi-touch. The N53 definitely makes a short list of laptops with good audio systems. It's both clear and louder than most laptops on the market. The display comes in standard laptop resolution or full HD. I have the standard one, and it's sort of pretty, well, in the average category. It's pretty obvious that the screen doesn't really cover the full color spectrum. Yellow is slightly muddy and pale, and it doesn't really have the best contrast ratios or anything. It's pretty average as far as colors go. The backlighting is pretty typical, and it's definitely not super even or anything. Viewing angles are adequate so that a couple of other people could watch a movie with you on the same screen, but it's nothing special. But even with that said, it's still good enough to match most of its rivals out there. And overall, the actual movie watching experience is pretty good because the screen is decent, the sound quality is excellent for the soundscape, and the fans are able to maintain complete silence most of the time, so it's a pretty good movie watching experience actually. The GeForce 425M graphics card will definitely let you play most modern games on the market. Here's Call of Duty 4 at high settings and 720p resolution with the frame rate listed in the corner. I've noticed that on some games the Optimus drivers will force it to use integrated graphics, which will considerably slow down the performance, so it's really quite experimental. On the other hand, it does have incredible performance, which will rival that of an entry-level gaming laptop when it does work, so it really depends on how much you're willing to screw around with the drivers. When it comes to portability, it gets about 2.5 hours of battery life. It's 6.4 pounds, so it's a bit heavier than other laptops on the market. It's also a bit bigger too because of the added number pad. So it might not fit into your standard size laptop bag that well. You might have to get a bigger bag. The N53J is a well-rounded media laptop that ties up its performance in an attractive case that's well manufactured. And even though it's not exactly portable, it does come with a lot of desirable multimedia features. If you're looking for a well-rounded multimedia laptop, then the N53 series is for you. However, I definitely recommend you look for the Intel 2nd generation processor version because it has better specs all around for pretty much the exact same price.